Hi everyone, and welcome to our screencast on the Express Innovation Bloomfire. My name is Miriam Brousseau, and I'm the Social Media Coalition's manager here at the Jewish Education Project, and I'm really excited to be introducing you to this very cool space. So what we're going to do today is just give a brief introduction as to how to upload documents, and that's what we'll stick to. So let's get started without further ado. First of all, you get to the Express Innovations Bloomfire by going to expressinnovation.bloomfire.com, as we see up here in the URL. Once you're there, simply hit login. Now I'll be giving each of you a login, which will essentially be your email, and the password for everyone will be innovation613 with a capital I. We hit login, and here we are, we're inside. Now Express Innovation is an online learning platform, which means that discussions and conversation and all kinds of good stuff happens around pieces of learning material. And so what we're going to do is, first of all, let's take a look at something that's already been uploaded. This is a document that Abby Pitkowski uploaded, and when we finish uploading our document, this is basically what it will look like. As you see along this left-hand side, we have the name of the document, a brief description of it, when it was published, some keywords associated with it, the number of times it has been viewed, and a couple other buttons that make life more fun. Over here we have the document itself, which you see you can view dynamically right within the Bloomfire space, which is pretty cool. You can play with the size. You can skip through the pages. And you can even use this cool little search function to search the document itself, which can be really useful. Also, I'll just point out that download this document is right here in the lower right-hand corner, which works very quickly and easily. And this is where the conversation around the document happens, in the comments and all of this good stuff. You can also reference back to the person who originally published the document and see more by them, follow their progress, or contact them directly by email. All right. So let's get to it. How do we create our own document? Well, first of all, this toolbar is our touch point. We'll be coming back to this a lot, but we simply hit create. And it will take us to what is ostensibly a blank version of what we just looked at. So as you see, there's a place for the title, which you add just by typing it. A description. You're limited to 240 words, like on Twitter, 240 characters, I'm sorry. On Twitter, you're limited to 140 if anyone is a Twitterer, and here you have 100 more than that. Keywords. These are the words that you would like to associate with this piece of content to make it more searchable. And so, for instance, if you are uploading a flyer, it might be useful to add the word flyer to your keywords. If you are uploading something about a Shabbat program, it might be useful to use the word Shabbat or family or things like that. And the keywords are really useful. And just think about the types of things that people might want to look for in order to find your document. We also have this feature called categories, which I won't dwell on too much. You actually don't have to worry about categories because I will be happy to go in and apply categories retroactively to all of the documents that you upload, so we won't worry about that. And we'll come back to resources in a moment. The main content is where I'd like to focus our attention for today. So to add the main content, we simply hit this friendly little button that says add, and it pulls up this cool box which tells us the different types of content that can be added on Bloomfire. Bloomfire can support almost any type of medium. What we'll be uploading most is these straight up documents, Word documents, PDFs, Excel files, those kinds of things. So that's what we're going to do today, and that's what we'll focus on. So I'm going to upload a document right now. So I'll click Document Types. And this is as simple actually as adding an attachment to an email. It's simply choosing the file, which will take me to the files that I already have on my computer. Now I want something that I know is on my desktop, so I'm going to go to my desktop. And here's the file. I click Open, and it starts the upload. It's a relatively large file, so it might take a moment or two. But again, over here we can see that all kinds of file types are supported, including notably PowerPoint and straight up text files. I will let you know that JPEGs and GIFs and PNGs and other types of strictly image files are not typically supported. But you can give it a shot. There's another way to upload straight up images, but I do recommend either putting them into a document or a PowerPoint or something like that in order to upload straight up images. So while it's processing the document, I can add a title. And a description. Oops. And wow. I will learn how to spell one of these days. I might add some keywords. I'm typing the word logo and hitting enter, and it opens up a new space for me. I'm not adding any categories at the moment. Now you see my document has uploaded. You see my document has uploaded, and now I can view it right here within Bloomfire, which is very cool. Now let's say that this document isn't necessarily a standalone document, but something that's intended to go along with something else. So let's say I have a curriculum, and then I also have a teacher's guide that goes along with it. So I would upload the main piece of content to this central part, on the Bloomfire, and I would add anything additional in the resources here. What happens is you would give it a name and a description, hit next, and it would take you to that original pop-up that opened up all of those different types of media files, and you would upload your document from there. It's exactly the same process. Now once I've uploaded my document and given it a description, added keywords, we won't worry about categories again, added any additional resources if that's necessary, what I want to do is save that. And now the post is saved to my personal collection. You can view all of the posts that you have created and uploaded by clicking on You up here in the upper right hand corner and hitting Your Content. That will list everything that you've ever posted to the Bloomfire, and it's a great way of referencing back to anything that you've created. You can also go back into your content and edit anything. If you decide it needs a new description, or if you decide you want to add extra resources, you can always do that later. Once the post is actually ready to go, though, and ready to share with the rest of the group, then you'll also want to hit publish. This is what makes it public to the rest of the group, and so it's a really important step to make sure that it gets shown on our Bloomfire. This isn't something I'm necessarily ready to share with the rest of the group, so I'm going to hit here the Express Innovation logo, which will take me back to the main page. Now, had I hit publish, then my document, my creation, would have been the most recent post and would show up here. But it would also show up under the media type that I used. It was a document, and so it would be in this list if I clicked here. It would show up under any categories, under any keywords that I may have added to that document. And also, had I added any categories, it would have shown up there, but we're still working with that, so don't worry about it. All right, so I hope this was a helpful introduction to the Express Innovation Bloomfire. If you have any questions at all, please don't hesitate to ask. I am here for you by email, by phone, by Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, however you want to get in touch. I would love to talk. And good luck and have fun.